Hello inventors, in the last part we have learned how we can design this Flying Dino game, and we have designed all the screens like game over screen, gameplay screen on the main screen. So we are on the main screen here now. Now we need to, whenever the user open the app, okay, so they can see the game start screen, not the main screen. So they will see look like this, okay, like this. Now whenever they click on the start game button, so we need to display the main screen. So this is the button and that button name is a button 1, okay. So let's go to the block section and click on the button 1 here, and when someone click on this button, so we need to hide game start layout, this one, that should be visual false like this, okay, false. And then we need to make sure the main screen should be enabled. So just you can see the main screen layout, this one, just enable and make it true. Done. So this will open our game, the main screen. So what will happen? That will be hide like this, and that will be visual like this. Now we need to move our background here first. Okay, this is important thing. Now how we can do this? So let's go to the block. Okay, and you can see the option of this horizontal scroll handle, this one. So you can see the scroll register scroll view, this one. So we need to call this first of all. Okay, so we need to call it on the button click, or you can call it on the screen initialization also. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just call it on the play button, this one, button 1. So just call it like this, okay. And which horizontal, which layout we need to scroll. So let's go to the block section, okay, here, good design section, sorry. And see, this is the main screen, this is the horizontal scroll arrangement that we need to move, okay. So this is the horizontal scroll arrangement. So go to the block, and you will see here the horizontal scroll arrangement, this one. So we need to just call it here like this, okay. Now what we need to do here, we need to move this very smoothly, okay. So how we can do this, how we can move it, okay. So there is one option for that. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just scroll it by every few seconds. So for that we need a timer. So I'm gonna use the clock one. So whenever the clock one is run, okay, then I need to scroll it. So you can see here, then again scroll view handler, and you will see the scroll by pixel, scroll to this one, okay. Or you can use the scroll by pixel, that is the option. Scroll by pixel you can use, and what will happen, just drag and drop it here like this. And I'm gonna just use here the pixel is around 10 pixel, okay. Suppose this one like this. So this will scroll by 10, but when this will be scroll, go to the clock, and clock 1 is here. That will be scroll every 10 seconds. So I don't want to, I want to scroll this 10 times in 1 second. So that will look so smooth, okay, like this, okay. Now let's go to the block. So our background is running now, okay. Now what we need to do here, now we need to scroll our this component, this image split 1 also, because background can scroll, but we need to scroll this too, okay. So how we can do this? So let's go to the block section and just select the image split 1 here, and that should be moved, this one, call it here. And the timer, because our background is also moving, okay, that's why we need to move our component also. But at what px we need to move, okay, where we need to move it. So it's simple, we need to use a simple formula like max to see here this plus icon, and we need to move every 10 pixel, because we are moving our scroll also the 10, okay. The same thing we need to do for our dyno also, okay. But we need to get the current position. So current position is image split 1 dot x, this one, like this, okay. And for the y value, I'm gonna just make it as it is. So x is the y value like this. This is done, okay. Now our component, that is the scrolling, that are moving. Now we need to display that evil in the random position, okay. So how we can do this? And we need to move it the front of this, or this image split 1, okay. How we can do this? So go to the block. So I'm going to use here another timer, it's clock 2, okay. And that will run in every 5 seconds, because I can't display that every 1 second. So I'm going to display it in every 5 seconds. So in the every 5 seconds that evil will display. So I'm going to just here when clock 2 will run. So I need to display the image split 2. So I'm going to just call it like this, same, but that should be like 2. But see, here's one thing, like image that should be equal plus 500, okay, in the front. Like if suppose our here this is Dino, so that will display after 5 pixel. It means that will be here around. Okay, so we have a time to to save our that Dino. Okay, we have time, so that's why we are using the 500px. So let's go to the block. But you can see there's one more thing you can do. You can use one random thing for the Y position, because we can't display that in the same direction, same position. We can display in the top like this here. We can display in the bottom like this here. Okay. So how we can do this? So for that, I'm going to use the random condition for the Y value. So Y value is, go to the maths and you will see the Y value is here. Just drag and drop it. Now we need to display the Y value random. So first of all, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use here the random this. I'm going to use the maths, use the minus, just drag and drop the minus, random value by 1 to the 500 you can add, and image split that should be 1 y minus 1 to 100. Okay, so that will be display like here, or that can be here or something like this, because we need to use this in a bottom, every bottom, because that will display in the correct position then. So every time we need to eval in the up position, like here in the higher position. That's why we need to minus the Y value. Okay, so like this, that we need to do simple. Now that will run every 5 seconds. So we have a eval. Next, let's go to the design. So that can be display here, that can be display here, but we need to save this. So we need to use a up and down button. Okay, so how we can do this? So let's go to the button, like click on the button, like button 3, go to the block, and once people click on the button 3, so here's button 3. So like this. So we need to move this into the up position. Okay, so how we can do this? We need to decrease the Y value for that. So for that, I'm going to just use here the again move function like this and call it here, and we need to move the image split. Okay, like this, and we need to make sure that X should be the same. Okay, we are not changing the X, we are changing the Y value also, and we need to use the minus component. So go to the maths and you will see here the minus, call it here. So image split dot Y minus the random. I'm going to just once one people click on this, so that will be minus by 10 like this. But we need to do for the button 4 for the plus. Let's see, the button 4 is right. Yes, this is button 4 further down. So we need to increase the Y value for that. Okay, so for the button 4, let's click on the button 4 and we need to increase the value. Then we need to use the maths function plus sign like this. Okay, sorry, like this here. Okay, and then we need to use the Y and then use the plus 10 like this. Simple. Cool. Now what we have done, we are moving our background, we are moving this, we are moving this too also, and we need to do one more thing here. We are displaying this. Okay, so we need to use it up and down. We have done. We need to use the sound option also. So there's no sound for now. So let's click on the upload file, click on choose file. So I already have one MP3 file, this one. So I'm going to upload this. Okay, open this. And I'm going to use here the left side, will see the media option. You will see the player. Just drag and drop that player. So whenever someone open our app, so that player will start. Okay, so click on the player, this here. Click on and you can see that it starts. But when we will start once the people click on the button 1 to play our game, like this one. We will start that here. Like this. Okay, we'll do that. Nice. Now let's go to the design. Let's make sure the player 1 dot, that source of that should be the MP3 file, that one. Okay, cool, done. Now we need to click on the sound. Okay, so we need to, once we click on the sound button, so we need to turn off our sound. So for that, go to the block and you will see here the button 5th, sorry. So keep this one, but we need to use the if else condition. So we don't need to use the 2 buttons to turn off or turn on the sound. So we'll use a simple condition, control if, and click on the player. Okay, you can see here that it's playing. Okay, if it's playing, then we need to stop this. Okay, then we need to stop this. If it's not playing, it means else. Then we need to start this. Player dot start like this. So that will work. Once you click on the button, so that will stop, and again you click, that will start. Then we stop, then it stop like this. Okay, here we're done. Now let's go to the design. We have done the code for the up, down, sound button, background moving, that component moving, that component moving. Now we need to use here the once the collide with that evil collide with our Dino. Okay, here this one. So what will happen? We need to open the game over screen. Okay, this is the second part where we have learned how we can do this. In the last part, we have learned about the game over screen. So how we can do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and like this video and share this video. Have a nice day. Be safe. Bye bye.